Now, we are here today to discuss physics and how we use it. So come on and join us. Now, many of us know the first basic law of physics. Newton's first law. An object that's in motion stays in motion, and an object that's at rest stays at rest. Today, we're not only learning about first Newton's law and second Newton's law, we're learning about physics and wide world of sports such as soccer. Stay tuned.
Our first topic we are discussing today is inertia. Inertia is the natural tendency of an object to resist changes in its state of motion or state of rest. For example, when me, Cass, and the soccer ball are at rest, we all contain inertia. No matter at rest or in motion, whoever has the greatest mass will have the greatest inertia.
Also, when Lyndsey is running at a constant speed with a soccer ball and she tries to come to a stop, her body movement stays in motion. However, when Cassidi is heading the ball at rest, the inertia of the moving ball is less than Cassidi because it has less mass and cannot move her.
Our next segment today in the wide world of sports is on acceleration. Acceleration is defined as the change in velocity over the change in time. Anytime something is changing speed or slowing down, you are demonstrating positive and/or negative acceleration.
For example, when Cassidi is dribbling and Lyndsey is defending, we are both changing directions and accelerations. Also, when we are doing moves, we also use different types of acceleration, positive and negative acceleration.
Continuing with our show, we bring you the third principle, force. Force is any push or pull upon an object.
In soccer, force is used in many different ways. For instance, when Cassidi is pushing the ball when she is dribbling, or when Cassidi is chasing down Lyndsey and pulling on her shirt is another act of force. However, when two forces act upon each other, as the tackling drill that we were doing, there is no force in between.
Finally, we bring you the last segment on friction. The force that causes objects to stop is friction. Like mentioned before, anything with mass and inertia will continue to move, yet the reason an object slows down, such as a soccer ball on grass when passing, is all due to the friction between the ball and the ground.
In soccer, there are two different types of terrains that we play on. For instance, artificial grass has a lower friction because of the height of the grass, causing the ball to move faster. On actual grass, with the same force applied, the ball moves slower because of the height of the grass and higher friction between the ball and the ground.
In our last segment, we touched on the subjects of force, acceleration, inertia, and friction, and how they apply to the wide world of sports. Today, we continue to talk about the physics in soccer, and we begin with gravity. Gravity is the force that attracts something toward the center of the earth. As Cassidi juggles the ball in the air, once it reaches its pinnacle at no acceleration, it falls back towards the earth. Why? Because gravity is pulling on the ball to balance the forces. The trajectory of a projectile is also known as the path of a flying object. In this demonstration, Lyndsey runs up to the ball as it is on the ground with horizontal speed and applies downward force on the ball to make it go up. The parabolic flight of the ball or projectile shows the velocity and trajectory of the ball. For every applied action force, there is an equal in magnitude and opposite in direction reaction force. This is most commonly known as Newton's third law. As Jeffery kicks the ball against the wall with a force, the ball pushes off the wall, and the wall pushes off the ball. This demonstrates Newton's third law. Continuing in our segment, we go to speed and velocity, which is the distance divided by time. While soccer players, or good ones anyways, have lots of speed, the key to maintaining this is endurance. Demonstrated is Lyndsey and Cassidi changing speed and along with this, direction. Finally, we have momentum, which is the amount of motion in a moving object, based on its mass and speed. Seen here is Jeffery running with the ball. As it goes out of bounds, which is the blue line, he tries to stop, but his momentum carries him further than expected because of his mass and speed continuously going.
Oh, you're back already? Hello. I hope you enjoyed our course at Wide World of Sports. Thanks for watching.